We're going to take several photos here. Let's see the ribbon fall. Brilliant.
Get him with your blue eyes. Yeah.
When we were working with the architect, one of the things that was important to the library board and to our planner was when people entered the doors, they saw the librarian and books. And so that's why this curved circulation desk seems to be so important to us. And the librarian wanted to be able to greet people as they came in the door. When we first met with the architect, one of the words that I used talking to him is I used the word zinger. And he said, I don't know what that refers to in architecture. And I told him about when you're making a quilt. Sometimes you put something in that quilt that is extra special. It attracts your eye and is a little bit of spark. And I said, we would like that in our building. So when people tell their friends to come in and see the new municipal building, what that little special thing is. So if you look up at the ceiling, you'll see that we have two zingers right here. We have maple leaves on the ceiling, and then we have small colored night lights. Back as early as 1880, Denise Kushek found when she was reading the old archive papers, Lanark was known as Maple City. So that's why the maple leaves were selected for the ceiling. And it is going to be carried out throughout the building because the donor wall in the front hallway showing the people that supported this project and gave money, it will be a large maple tree and it will be standing on an open book of knowledge. And our local artist, Rachel Burkholder, will be doing that drawing. It will be in a showcase, not a showcase, a shadow box, so that we can unlock it and add more names as gifts are added to our building project in our account for different programs and things the library is sponsoring. So the children's department is not quite finished yet, but we've started to put things on the shelves. Last Saturday was the moving day when the community came forward. The Lanark Community Club men came forward with their trucks and trailers and actually did the back-breaking labor of bringing the books here. The Young Women's Club then were here shelving books and putting things in order. They accompanied the library board members. Many of the friends groups were part of that, putting books on shelves and so forth. One of the things that's only important to the staff members is the interior book drop. All winter when there was snow on the ground, we would go out there in all kinds of weather and empty the books and bring them in. And now we have an enclosed interior book drop. So that is nice when it was raining 1.5 inches the other morning, not to go out on the street and empty that. In the children's area, we have small tables for toddlers, and we'll have our laptops out here with computer games and things that toddlers can play that are age appropriate. When people come in, one of the first things they see is the display cabinets out in the middle of the library. Those cabinets are on wheels, so that if we're entertaining a book club or a story hour, we can roll that cart of books right to where we're talking about. If we would want to have a musical program in the main part of the library, we can roll those cabinets to the side and have more available. On the wall there we have a bank of computers, and we also have additional computers if we need more than the ones that are available there. We have laptops to get out. The building is Wi-Fi access, and on Tuesday the library board made a commitment to the Eastland School that as soon as the iFiber project is finished, Eric Hahn and his IT staff from Eastland will come in and make the library an access point for Eastland Wireless as well, so that anybody that needs to come in and bring their laptop from school will have Wi-Fi here. Several of our patrons have almost put their names on our purple chairs already. because they're so comfortable. This is the large print book display, and we just have already started falling in love with these deep windowsills because it's such a prime place to stand up and display new materials that we have just acquired. Many of the large print books here are new because the Lanark Lions Club has just recently presented us with a check to purchase large print books. We never have enough large print books in this library. They're very popular. It's not only senior citizens or people with eye problems that read large print books. Many people that use a computer screen all day are glad to relax with larger print and avoid less eye strain. So
I'm a good one for that.
We'll continue over here. And I won't get in a purple chair because I might not want to get down. This is the reading and study area. So you can bring your laptop in after school, or anyone bring their laptop, sit down and use our tables and chairs with our Wi-Fi access. Our daily newspapers are here on the table. And then we have an area with our weekly papers, and we see people sitting down and enjoying the paper there. This area is DVDs and our audio tapes. One of the things that people have changed when they use the library is they're used to bookstores like Borders and so forth that do so much face-forward merchandising. That was one of the nice things about this shelving. It has end caps, and we can order all types of plexiglass things for displays on the end caps. So if it was seasonably, we could put something all out for Thanksgiving books or new books or whatever we want to feature that particular time. Right now I happen to have Lanark display, Lanark brochures, and Jesse White's organ donor brochures and so forth. So it's a nice way to attract people to what might be on those shelves. The different, in the back of the library are nonfiction books, and we're not quite done bringing books up here yet. If you see empty shelf space, this week was, with all the rain every morning, was not real conducive to moving books. Yeah. So we hope to finish by the end of this week or next week bringing more books here. So we'll ask you to come into the Lanark room, we call it. And this is where the council meets. And has a new type of table, and it's a flip-top table, and the tables flip up on their side and they nest together if we would want to do some type of a program or meeting that we would want open floor space. We could stack the tables, nest the tables along the walls. The chairs are the same type of chairs. They're stacking chairs, and they're very comfortable on rollers and wheels.
Mighty fine work, Jeff.
This area of the library is the local history genealogy room, and the lighted case up here is featuring Lanark archives and Lanark authors and so forth. Things over on this wall have not been real accessible for years, so this whole section is Carroll County history, Illinois history, and some of our reference books and so forth. The 150th Book Committee is going to be working next winter on using our vertical files that we used for compiling the 150th book and helping us get that material sorted and put in acid-free boxes and accessible to the public. Over here, a lot of people have said to me this week, did you have that Stonebridge painting painted just to match the walls? That painting was done by David Wolf for the Lanark 100-year celebration of the centennial in 1961. And I think it matches the wall color just perfectly. It looks like it was painted to be in that spot. The roll-top desk was from the Lanark Depot, and it came to us from a gift from Betty Gossard, Womack, Anderson, and her grandfather had been an agent here at the station. So over in this area is the microfilm reader printer, And that was heavily used almost every day during the year that the committee was working on compiling the 150th book. So we are excited to have everything in place by our open house on June 29th. When Mary Higgins Clark writes a novel, she usually ends the acknowledgments with some kind of a statement. This is her newest book in 2013. She says, "The book is finished, let the writer rejoice." So I guess I'm going to paraphrase that and say, the building is finished, let the community rejoice. Because we just foresee this as a community project, both in support of the building project, financially, and using this building. So we look forward to welcoming the community, and we hope that this revitalization in this area of South Broad Street encourages other business owners to perk up their buildings a little bit and be an attraction to our fine city of Lanark. So this is the start of National Library Week, and the theme this year couldn't be any better for Lanark. It's Communities Matter at your library. And so I think the crowd that we had this morning for the ribbon cutting really did show that our community is behind this municipal building project. And I can't begin to thank all the organizations and businesses and individuals that have supported us financially to furnish the library side of this project, help us match our grant from the Illinois State Library, and be enthused about this project. All along, the library board has called this a vision for the future. So this is really a dream come true today, being able to cut the ribbon and welcome the community to our building. Thank you.
I'm just very pleased to see this project done. Ken, Ed, Ann, you have been on the council, before this actually, and John Huggins, now the mayor, just recently elected, was on the city council during a lot of the planning phases. But just like to get some of your comments from Janie all the way over. Let's just speak your mind.
Well, this week is the beginning of National Library Week, and so I think it's an opportune time to, cut the ribbon today and welcome people to this municipal building. And I speak on behalf of the library board. I just want to thank the council for all their cooperation and working together with the library board and the Friends of the Library to make this vision for the future really happen. And it's because of so many generous people that helped us make our matching grant with the Illinois State Library money that really got this project started. And then with the skill of our grant writer, Sharon Pepin, that grant was successful. And then the following grant that Sharon will comment about was successful. And then with the city council coming forward and finishing the building project, this became a reality. Many donations from the hardworking friends and different people from the community and businesses have really furnished the interior of the library, and we will be acknowledging those people in June at our open house. They will be noted on a donor wall, a large maple tree, giving them credit for their financial donations.
Just happy that most of the work was done before I got into office. I did work a lot on the brownfield grant and brownfield cleanup when I was in Alderman. I think this building is just a huge asset to the community, especially to our downtown. Maybe it'll help draw some more businesses downtown. Just really happy it's finally come to fruition.
I am proud to be a part of this. To me, I think hoping it's to be a jump start for the downtown, to give pride, and people want to do something to keep the buildings downtown up and be proud of it. And our next project will be to get the police department in the back of this building. So that's what we'll work on now, to get the whole building completed.
I think it's wonderful how this building has turned out. It's just beautiful. I think it's a big plus for the city and especially for the downtown. Hopefully it will help stabilize or improve the downtown. And it's just lovely to see how it's turned out and a real plus for Lanark.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that it's a former garage. I mean, if anybody's never been in here before, it's remarkable. Janie was talking about the scrapbook that'll be out for the open house at Old Settlers Days. That will be fun.
That'll show our extreme makeover right
Yeah.
here in Lanark.
I'm very proud. I was as an alderman for the third ward of this area. John and I, the present to-be mayor, we started in the project, and I took plans over to him originally and how we was going to align this out. We then acquired through the city council, the Bray company. We also had in turn, we had enlisted a contractor by the name of Ringland and Johnson out of the Rockford area, Cherryvale actually. With this in mind, we put together for us one gorgeous grand building and some of the best people that I think that anybody could ever work with.
I would just like to comment that it's been very fortunate to have worked with the City of Lanark here on making this project happen. I want to thank the council now and past, because it's been many years in the coming, for sticking with me and supporting the confidence in me to make the recommendations that I've made to you guys for the different funding sources. And I'm so glad that we've had the patience as well, waiting on some of these grants to come through. But they did all eventually come through, and this project is just a wonderful economic investment that the city has made here. And I just want to say thank you very much for all of your contribution and support towards this.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Sharon, her and Janie, the whole Friends of the Library. I've been an alderman here since 2001, so I've seen all of the different iterations of the planning stages and the actual site itself, going through the referendum to make sure that we could get the site, and then dealing with all the agencies that Sharon's been dealing with to make the culmination a reality. It's very gratifying, and I cannot believe how beautiful this building is. I knew it was going to be gorgeous, but I'm just stunned. So thanks to everybody. Appreciate everybody's help.
Good job.
Yes, definitely good job.
Yep.